Hello and welcome to a new video. In today's video we're going to take a look at a legend team as well as a leaderboard team with Shadow Blaziken. And this was a Pokemon that I wanted to try out anyway, and as I wasn't really had a lot of time this week to play myself, I'm very excited here to showcase some very cool leaderboard battles with this interesting team here as well. Shadow Blaziken, Swampert, very good core there together with, of course, the Blaziken. I'm curious on what is going to be the say-swap. I assume it's going to be the Blaziken here. Alrighty, we're going to see here the Swampert coming in as we gonna use a shield here apparently. I think you can just fully counter them down. You might have to invest another shield. You definitely do have to invest another shield or go for the charge move on the CMP tie or to force them to use a shield as well, which is the ideal play, or get the KO against the opponent. The opponent's, yeah, what's called, it might be even the same team nearly. No, it's going to be a Clodsai in the back. That's going to be very good for you. You are going to be able to take a hit here from this range. You have to be a bit mindful though still of the opponent's Bombers now, as they're very likely going to try to catch the move soon. You overfarm by a ton here, expecting them to swap out, but let's see on how this is going to go. It's doing way more damage than I expected. They're going to still keep their shields for the Bombers now, as you're going to launch a sludge here against the opponent to get that shield, to get another shield. Here's another sludge coming through, and I think you're going to be able to swap out straight away afterwards into your Blaziken to reach the Blaze Kick as well here and just win the battle with this Pokemon. A very good game here. We have two full sets here as far as I know, and they edited themselves for most of it, so yeah, thanks for that. But let's take a look here at the next opponent. We're going to have the Ferret. Ferret going to be a very neutral matchup here. Swift is going to do a lot of damage, and that's why you use a shield here as well. Shadow Bomber Snow, it's going to take quite a bit. But the Energy Ball is nearly going to one-shot them if they're going to let the move go here. And as you can see, it is nearly going to one-shot them, and you can snipe them with one counter. I love this play, as Blaziken is such a safe Pokemon as a safe swap. There are not really a lot of Pokemon that are really good against this thing currently. Wigglytuff is alright. Wigglytuff is going to take neutral damage here and is going to deal neutral damage, so generally speaking, a very neutral matchup. As the Blaze Kick is coming through, we're gonna get the shield from the opponent here. And we have still the Abomasnow with a bit of energy, as well as the Swampert. And if you're wondering what this player is doing here right now, this is a strategy to prevent having a one-turn lag when swapping in, to minimize the app real quick and then basically reopening it. Apparently it helps. I haven't tried it out myself. I'm too lazy to do this. But yeah, it could help you out as well if you want to try it out. This only works if you... I think only if you go for your own charge move there or something. I don't know. When you have to shield a charge move, I think, or something. I don't know. We always see it. We swap out into a Pokemon after a Pokemon dies. I think that's what it is. So, yeah, we're going to see a DKO coming through, and you still should be able to reach the Hydro Cannon here in time to win the battle. So, yeah, every time when your Pokemon goes down, and then you are in the swap menu to get into another one, a lot of times you're going to have lag there. If you want to prevent it, this is a way of doing it. It's not 100%, but it definitely helps. So, Ferret is back again from its elevator up against the Abomasnow, and again most likely the same play. We will see a shield coming up here, and we're gonna see the Energy Ball landing straight away, and most likely another snipe attempt afterwards from the Blaziken. This can only happen, of course, if the opponent decides to let the move go, which they do again, and we see here the same kind of play like in the last game, and we're going to have the Clodsai coming in. With Blaze Kick and Brave Bird, you're going to have the option to do tremendous amounts of damage here. Brave Bird is coming through here. I could see them no shielding as well, as the Blaze Kick would not do that much, but they are going to use a shield now. You still have your own Swampert, and thanks to the counter, the opponent is definitely now in range as well. We're going to be able to get the KO with just a Hydro Cannon, and so we will see here the Swampert coming back in. Again, you see the same trick there, trying to avoid the one-turn lag. Maybe I should start doing this as well if it's just basically for the one occasion where you have to swap into a Pokemon after one of your Pokemon dies. I guess that could be a good idea there. But as we see, Hydro Cannon is coming through. You're gonna get the shield. I think it's the exact same team that you encountered twice. Maybe it's even the exact same player. Could be the case, but yeah, this is going to be a very good game now, as the Abomasnow is going to be able to get the KO. And as we will see next, it's going to be the Clodsai coming back in, taking super effective damage from the Weather Ball. So, yeah, good game there to the opponent, and we can move on to the next one. So, next opponent coming through here, we're going to have the Flygon coming in, and this is going to be a very good lead, of course, as you see the swap out into the Ferrothorn. And I kind of feel a bit sad for the opponent here, because, yeah, they are going to now have some issues, as this is going to be definitely a bit more of a trickier one. We're going to have here now the Blaziken still full health. We have the Ferrothorn gone. The Flygon still takes neutral damage from the counter. And the Blaze Kick are barely missing out on the Blaze Kick here. That's kind of unfortunate. But yeah, again, here, as you will see, there's going to be the Charge Move coming through, Dragon Claws coming in. And we have here the Swampert coming in up against the Magcargo. And the opponent just forfeits here. Good game. There was nothing they could have done there. So, let's see here on what's going on with this one here. It's going to be the Ferret coming in. Again, this is kind of the same matchup. Most are going to use a shield, you know? And then most are going to go for the energy ball. Like, this is kind of the same stuff all over. Like, they have their way of playing around here. And as you guys see, this is going to take out the Ferret nearly, if they would go ahead and let the move go. But this is the first time where the opponent actually decides to use a shield, which is interesting. And so we see a bit of a different playstyle there now. As you, I should have been able to get to the move there, but you lagged there for a little bit. And as you see again, and they decide to minimize the app just to avoid the lag when swapping back in. And as we will see as well, there's going to be the area that is coming through from the Gligar, but thanks to the extra bulk that the non-Shadow Swampert has, you are going to be able to kind of deal with it a bit easier. Hydrokin is coming through, in comes the Ferret here as well, and this is going to be, again, doing a lot of damage against the opponent. Blaziken still in the back, and it's going to be Wigglytuff, and I do think that this is going to be a loss for you though, because I'm fairly certain Wigglytuff can just charm you down, and that's kind of unfortunate as they still had a shield left, you still had a shield left, but the fast move pressure was just a little bit too much. So, here we're going to see as well that you're going to be able to claim your 4-on-1 set, and this might be even the legend set here for you. It is, yeah, congratulations to the legend in this meta. We're going to see the post here as well. Can't wait to get myself as well. For the Great League coming up now for the next 2 weeks, I am definitely very excited to play a little bit more than what I've done recently. Among Us going to be here. That's going to be interesting as well. We're going to have here the Charge Move coming through. The Weather Ball is going to land against this Pokemon. It's nearly going to take them out. And what you can just do here now as well is just go ahead and use a shield for a potential Sludge Bomb, which came through as well. Blaziken now going to have a target here with Furfrou. Target is going to go down there as well. As you should be able to... you cannot take a Surf. Never mind, yeah. This is going to be a bit tricky. I feel like you should have used most likely a shield there. But it's alright, you're going to be able to still go for another Charge Move. This is going to definitely knock them out unless they decide to go for a shield, which they actually do, which I'm kind of more surprised about because you're still going to outspeed them anyway. And what you could do now as well is you could go ahead and, yeah, I guess swap into the Swampert, depending on what they're going to go into. It's going to be, oh, the Rhyperior. That is not really something I would have expected here today, but the Hydro Cannon is coming through. This is going to be alright. This is going to work out quite well for you as you're going to be able to shield up the move, I guess. Like, Breaking Stab is fine for you. Yeah, you could have even let the move go, I think, but they are going to go for another Charge Move anyway, so it doesn't really matter at all. And so, yeah, this is going to be a good game here as we want to see the Among Us coming in. You're barely going to be able to farm them down, was actually closer than expected, and you are going to be able to win this battle. Next up, we're going to have here Credilli coming in, and Credilli is not going to enjoy the Blaziken at all. I feel like because Credilli was like such a Pokemon that most people expected we would get like a lot here generally, and like most of the teams, it kind of disappeared a little bit throughout the cup, which is, I guess, kind of more of a good thing, because I'm honestly kind of sick and tired of Credilli. Credilli is going to be, yeah, it's kind of a Pokemon that I just don't really enjoy dealing with. It's a little bit... I know, it's a bit of an annoying Pokemon, at least that's why I feel. But as you can see here, the Swampert is coming through. We're going to have the Blaziken coming in next, and it's going to be Swampert against Blaziken. You should be able to outspeed them here. Counter generates energy now less frequently than before, so it's actually not really the closest matchup. So now it's Swampert against Swampert. If you're going to outspeed them here, you're going to be fine. But it really depends. Not sure here if you're going to win this. I think it comes down to who wins the MP tie. Yeah, it definitely comes down to who wins the CMP tie, so let's see on how this is going to go. We're going to see the Hydro Cannon coming through, and we're going to be able to now go for another Charge Move against the opponent. This is going to be fine. This is going to get the KO, and you won the CMP tie there. I guess you have 7 attack there, so that is kind of fine there. So, yeah, we are going to have here the Ferret against us again, which we know already on how you play this out. Yeah. As you're going to see, we're going to have now a Charge Move going through, and this is going to allow you to get a lot of damage, and we're gonna see the snipe here again, which is totally fine for you. It's kind of the same style, but actually this time around they go for the Swift. I think it was a bit of lag there against you, which kind of allowed them to get the Swift off, which is kind of unfortunate, as you're already shield down. You have switch advantage for the opponent. They can go for the full farm down. This is looking a bit tough for you, as they will be able to even get the shield back from you as well, even if you're gonna go back into the bomber snow. But yeah, as you will see here, yeah, we gotta see the shield. Sludge is gonna get the final shield from the and that's gonna be the Wiki Tough in the back. Wiki Tough seems to be quite common in the higher up meta there. So yeah, I don't know, like this Pokemon is going to be a bit of a tougher one. You're definitely not going to, oh, maybe actually going to be fine. Nah, never mind. I think they're going to do too much damage here, so yeah, it should be a good game. The Swift coming through, I guess. We will see here. Yeah, and I think they're going to be able to charm you down in time. Yeah, you just forfeit, and that's going to be it for this one. So, next up, we're going to have the Flygon. Flygon is going to definitely be the best matchup that you can kind of have here in the meta, just generally, full stop. Spider Sign comes in, and that's going to be a very good matchup for you as well here, as you can just go for the counter down. And you didn't even expect that they would get to the high horsepower that fast. But as you'll see here, there's going to be the Flygon coming in. We're going to be able to go ahead and go for the Blaze Kick. Gonna get the shield. And you can just let the move go, as you can go for the full farm on here with the Bomber Snow. It's going to be your best bet anyway. We see again the same trick here, just to try to avoid having the one-turn lag. But they're going to go into the third, but because you were so fast, you should be able to guarantee get 2 Hydro Cannons off here if you use a shield. So yeah, as you see here, you're going to get 1 off already. That's going to be alright for you. You're going to use a shield, and you're going to get another 1 off then afterwards as well. Guaranteed. They cannot get to two Trailblazers in time, or even to a Swift and Trailblaze in time, because you swapped out that fast. If you take more than 2 fast moves, basically, you're going to be in a bit of a trouble there, because they would be able to outspeed. But as you will see here as well, you're going to try to use the trick again here for the final Pokemon. I didn't know that you could do that as well, but it's like higher up level gameplay where you have to use those tricks in order to not lag, which is kind of ridiculous in my opinion. But let's move on to the maybe last battle, I'm not too sure. Apparently third lead is everywhere then. Like, what the hell? Like, third lead is literally, I think, half of the battles had a third in the lead, which is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, we have the Swift coming through. You're gonna go for the Energy Ball. Let's see what the opponent's going to do here. You can try to snipe them again with the Blaziken, and as we will see here as well, this is going to work out this time around, which is great, not like the last time. And Flygon comes back in here, which you're gonna still be able to do a lot of damage against. Go for the Blaze Kick here, which is not going to be able to knock them out yet, but they might gonna use a shield anyway, so yeah, you're gonna be grand there. And you're gonna do the same trick again. It's interesting. Like, if you didn't know that this is a trick to try to avoid the one-turn lag, which happens quite often, to be fair. It's definitely a big issue. And as you see, they're going to have the Credilli in the back. It's great that you get the Weather Ball off here, because this is the only way of you ever actually having a chance of winning this battle. You have to hit at least 2 Hydro Cannons here, but I'm not too sure if actually 2 are going to be enough. You should have maybe called the bait here, but you didn't, which is great, because it's going to be the Grass Knot now, and this is going to make it way easier for you, because if they went for the Rock Tomb, I'm fairly certain they would have been able to survive 2 Hydro Cannons. Like this, there's no chance for them to survive that, so good game to the opponent. This is going to be it for this one here for sure, as the Flygon goes down as well. And that should be also it for the video. Thanks so much for sending in the battles again. Link is always down below. I'm always looking, of course, for like interesting battles to showcase. This was definitely some of them here, as we're gonna see the crazy climb, plus 100 points basically with this team here up to high up legend and leaderboards. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and I will see you then. Bye bye.